But this smile back at me, that is the creepiest shit that I have ever read.
Well, because he says that his reflection doesn't smile back at him like he knows it should.
Where? I imagine it's like that.
Oh, yes.
When he did it.
Yeah. I do love the disguise of like their poppy songs. Because you're kind of like, oh, this is fun. And then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, oh.
It's like a glockenspiel.
I get you. Just a little bit thicker than a xylophone.
The wooden ones.
Yeah.
Trying to count that background. Dun, 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 It is. I imagine that's what the best lads do.
Of course.
Give it a raise, a harmony. I always think in my head this line and the way the music is here. Do you ever believe? And then he just says something crazy like, that pigs are actually the ones that rule the universe. Can we hit delete?
Tried so hard to fix it all, but nothing seems to help.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say? Oh, okay. I never knew that. This smile back.
Oh, yes. Smile back at me.
Right, that's very creepy. Is it not?
Yes.
Is that not the most creepy thing that's ever happened?
I always thought he said please. Back at me.
He's a freak.
Yeah, I always thought it was smile back at me or whoa, please.
No, he's
not delete.
Apparently delete. Welcome to Dashboard Town. No. Okay. Do you wish that you loved me? It took me a minute. I was like, wait a minute. We've done so many today.
We've done so many back to back.
I was like, what song? Do you wish that you loved me? Okay, that's good. Welcome to the song and the lyrics.
Yes.
Let's discuss them.
Yes.
Quickly.
Now, subscribe, like, follow.
Comment.
The bell.
Ring that notification. Ding.
Comment. The comment is probably our
No,
most
share.
exciting
Please,
thing.
share. That's my most excited thing. If I ever knew how many people shared it, I'd be really happy.
That would be
because I get more eyes on it. But
yes.
Commenting is what personally makes us happy.
Yes.
Now,
do you wish that you loved me? Another fan favourite.
Yes.
And a lot of theories online swirling around that it is him talking to himself.
Right.
Much like Are You Really Okay?
Okay.
In terms
to himself?
Yeah, like, because he's smiling at himself in the mirror. He's not telling her to smile back at him, he's telling himself to smile back at him.
Okay.
I don't take that stance. I think he's creeping on her a little bit. But now, do you remember that meme where it's him and he's got the eyes of the
eyes of the sheep, because it's normally the mouth of the wolf and the eyes of the lamb, but he's got the mouth of the lamb and the eyes of the wolf.
Yeah, that's it. She's there trying to, like, I don't know, work in a cafe and she sees him across the street. Like that. Okay. So, essentially, still post-relationship.
Sure.
He's still mourning the relationship.
Yes.
But I think not in a way that he is in Euclid or Take Me Back to Eden. This still feels very raw. This still feels quite angsty, quite begging. And I think he sits there and he says, well, do you ever wonder when you're journaling at night, if you wished that you could have been in love with me, and wouldn't that have been wonderful? Like, it's your loss.
I get you, yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, the line that always stood out is, there is something eating me alive. I don't know what it is. Maybe not that you conceal your feelings. They just don't exist. It's not that, because it feels like in this song, just a tad more unhinged. And it's him trying to justify to himself that the relationship has ended, but there's still that potential that they could get back together if you would just stop concealing your feelings from me and just accept that you actually do love me. But then he's kind of come to this realization. He's like, what if she's not pretending she doesn't love me and she just doesn't actually love me?
I get you.
So it's kind of, just all over the place.
Yes, the ramblings of a madman.
Yeah, it really does feel like the ramblings of someone that's brokenhearted.
Yeah.
I think...
That's a madman.
Well, yes, essentially. And I don't know if I need to go through it line by line. It's essentially, the ones that kind of stand out to me is, I would turn into a stranger in an instant if I could, because it is such a good line, because you're kind of like, he's like, if I became someone different, then we could probably be together. So, it's kind of a back and forth of, it's your fault, but maybe it's my fault, and we could just both... Do you ever believe that we could turn into different people?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, this, do you ever believe it's always just... do you ever believe...
Have you ever
thought that maybe stars are actually the eyes of another being? Like, that kind of a craziness?
Yes, 100%.
That's what I expect to follow after this. Sentence.
And like, to be fair, if he has been cosplaying as a drug user,
yeah,
who then potentially has fallen into some kind of addiction, who experiences notions of unaliving and self-harm, I don't think it is a big stretch to say that maybe he is a little unhinged at this point in time, and he is asking questions like, do you believe that the flowers can actually hear us?
I thought you were going to say it's not unhinged for him to think that the planets are something's eyes. And I was like, okay, good. No, I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, correct. He's falling off the deep end a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's spiraling, but I don't think it's that surprising given everything else that's happened. It's unhinged in a different way. I think we saw a lot more... Gods, for example, was a different kind of unhinged. That was a lot of...
It was an angry unhinged.
That was a lot of anger. That was rage. He was experiencing rage, whereas this just kind of feels like a lot of... He kind of swings from wallowing and self-pity to, well, it was you, and, oh, no, it was actually me, and maybe it was both of us, but...
Yeah.
I'd be very curious what other people think, because I know that a lot of people have a lot of different theories. So please comment down below what you've always thought that this song was about. And, yeah, you?
Me.
Dave?
Yeah. So... I mean, it's obviously hard to not just see that same story, but with the colour of my law, I suppose, no sleep here at all, but he is, yes, rambling to himself. Some of these lines, and I would turn into a stranger in an instant if I could, is all this reference of deleting.
Yeah.
He wants to delete the history that they have so they can start fresh.
Yes.
And he can try again. Is it like, could we ever release the issue? Is it better to just not feel? That's to himself. Can we hit delete? Is a question to her. And then, do you wish that you loved me? And it's still, when I think back on the story as a whole, and I think back to that first theory that I had about the album, about this short relationship that was quite explosive. It still fits. It's him trying to justify why that person must still love me, because the relationship was so great.
Yeah.
And everything was so good. But this smile back at me, that is the creepiest shit that I have ever read.
Well, because he says that his reflection doesn't smile back at him like he knows it should.
Where?
Keep going up.
And my
Reflection went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not at her.
Oh, okay. Well, it's less creepy
it's
now.
you.
I thought he was standing. He's like, smile back at me. No, okay, fair enough. Then that's still okay. So he's saying, okay.
He's saying I'm trying to feel better, but I can't seem to muster it. Is how I always took that, and my reflection just won't smile back at me like I know it should.
Well, now you've just ruined everything.
Oh my god.
Like, you didn't ruin it.
Yes.
But my theory is ruined.
Oh, why?
From that one sentence.
Why?
I didn't realise that's what he said. My reflection just won't smile back at me.
Mm.
Now it's all about himself.
Yes.
No, there's no girl here at all.
No, that's absolutely the girl.
No.
Do you ever believe that we can turn into different people? Can we ever release? Can we hit delete?
He's talking to himself.
He is talking to himself, but he's talking about the relationship.
I don't think he is. That's what I'm saying. I think it's gone now. This has just been ruined. I don't see any of the relationship. Now he's just talking to himself. Like, as in he's referring to himself. Do you go with the flow, or do you just duck back into under the covers for safety? Do you wish that you loved me? Do you pull at the chains, like you're doing work, or are you just hurting yourself? Are you giving enough, or are you just waiting to receive something that you're never going to get? But he's telling this all to himself.
I still feel that it is him to her.
Well, no.
She's not there.
I believe you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, for me, my theory just got ruined. At least for this song. This is now just... Okay, I'm going to... Let's rewind.
Wanderers.
Yeah, Wanderers again. I'm going to rewind and say that this is now just him rambling to himself.
Yeah, he's journaling.
Yeah, could be journaling, could be staring at a mirror, could be trying to delete things. But he's saying he doesn't. There's not that her feelings don't exist. His feelings. He's not. You're not concealing your feelings. You just don't have any.
Oh, I get
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Is
like,
it better to just not feel?
Yeah, exactly. Is
I
it
get
better
you.
that I don't feel?
I get you.
Like, because maybe not that you can see your feelings. They just don't exist. He's saying that to himself. He says, "There's something eating me alive. I've got no feelings."
I get you. I'm numb.
Yeah, exactly. Is it better that I just don't feel? Can we hit delete? Can we start fresh? Can we do this thing? Anyway, yeah, it's just ruined all of it.
Wow.
At least my theory of this song. The
Right.
other stuff, I can't argue with that. It's too perfect. But this song...
Strong on law.
Strong on law. That's all I've got. So that's... Anyway.
Ranking?
Shattered. Rankings. Rankings. This is one hell of a full list.
Yes.
Okay. Quick switcheroo.
Yep.
Ascensionism.
Yes.
Needs to go up.
Okay.
Please place it, and we're going to pull down.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. We're going to pull down The Night Does Not Belong to God. Not to 18. To 18 is okay for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Put that back. I meant to say the Do You Wish That You Love Me can sit there for a minute.
Consider 18.
Yep. Just while I sort something else out.
Do you wish that you loved me?
That's the one. Okay. Now we're going to pull down descending. Pull out descending.
Yes.
Move it up. Sorry. I apologize for all this movement, but I'm so out of space now that it's a little bit difficult. And we're going to pull Do You Wish That You Love Me down to 23. Part of the way, I'm also just looking at this while I go. So now descending can go to 18. Which is wrong. Can we swap descending and high water? Sorry?
Where is
20. High water at
yep.
20. That should be 18. Yes, that's exactly right. Descending down to 20, which which is I think where it was. So I apologise for that. And
No, because that's where high water was.
oh yeah. No, you're right. And
Ascensionism.
yeah, the summoning is going to go up to 8. Ascensionism is going to go to 9.
Nice.
I think it's shifted. Yeah. And the rest of that looks really good.
Good.
The rest of that looks pretty good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, 3 songs left. This is hard.
Yes.
This is getting very hard. But, so, just some justifications here. Of all of those moves, I feel like some of the stuff got chucked in spots because there was space. And now that I'm, like, looking at the final list, as I read down the numbers, I'm not happy with, like, where the summoning was, or, you know, descending was. I think I just put descending there because at the time there was still space. So, yeah. Do You Wish That You Loved Me down 20? It's not my favourite song.
Yeah.
Like, not really for me. And now especially my law got ruined, so I am just half willing to chuck it halfway down the list. But not my favourite song. Doesn't strike a lot of the same musical notes that I needed to, and the lore is I'm still now obviously figuring it out. So another couple years of meditation and I'll get there.
Wonderful.
But otherwise, the summoning ascensionism sort of rankings, that was good. I think that seems closer to the reality. So yeah, that's me. That is me. Suzanne.
24.
24. Just
Yep.
straight up 24.
Yeah, saved a space for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I like it more than like that? Yes.
Yeah.
Probably like them the same. I'm just making sure that there's not any songs after it that I'm like, oh no. But I don't skip Do You Wish That You Love Me.
No, I like to do the harmonies.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But the rest of it, just is what it is.
That's it. It is a means to an end to get to rain, but it's not one that I skip.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not Atlantic.
You can't keep saying that, all right?
No, I usually it's I say the summoning.
Oh my god. Well, that was the ranking. There are 3 tracks left. Now, I
Yes.
will say this here up front. There was a bit of a shift happening, and so we might miss 1-2 weeks after this, but we will be back with the endings and a few other surprises to put all this together.
Yes.
And then I can't believe we'll be at the end of this sleep
I
token journey.
know.
It seems very strange, but at least we're going to have this newfound lore. And then I will regale you all with the tale as to why we're doing this. When we do the wrap-up video, I'm going to tell everybody exactly why we're doing this and start some fights. And otherwise, subscribe, share, comment, like. We appreciate all the efforts.
Download the rankings sheet.
Yes, ranking sheet is down below.
It is missing number 33, but that's fine.
And there are some links at the bottom of this for self-help in your area. So if you're feeling something, you want to talk to somebody, don't hesitate. Reach out, talk to them. Heavy topics in this album for sure. And it gets sort of worse as we keep going back into these songs. So, don't hesitate. And that's it.
Wonderful.
Otherwise, that's it.
Do you know what I forgot to say?
What?
And you said it doesn't matter. Goodbye.
Bye.